Yes, people, welcome to episode number 2 of Maison Aurelius, where we are building this clothing brand from the ground up. Now, in this episode, I'm just going to talk to you about marketing strategies that I should have done on my upcoming drop, which is going to be next month. And if you haven't already, follow the Instagram page and the TikTok page because that is where I'm going to be announcing the date of the drop. And then also, as well, I'm going to be doing a giveaway in the next couple weeks at the end of this month. So if you haven't already, get following. And then also, so I'm just going to be talking to you about the second drop after this drop that's going to be coming up. And then I'm also going to be talking about the challenges that I faced so far. So let's start with marketing. Now, I've learned that my marketing for my upcoming drop has been a shambles. And let me tell you why. It's the reason why it's been a shambles is because I've only focused on one platform, and that platform is primarily, I don't know if I said that right. That platform has been TikTok. Yeah. So I've just been posting content on TikTok. Now, I haven't used any email marketing. I haven't used any text messaging marketing. I haven't even used any paid ads. And I haven't even also promoted my business a lot on Instagram, which I should have done. Now, I've learned from that now because coming up to my second job after this one, I've got my email marketing sorted. I've got my text messaging marketing sorted. I've also have a monthly budget where I'm going to be using paid ads on Instagram as well as on TikTok as well. So there's going to be a monthly budget on my TikTok platform as well as my Instagram platform where ads are just going to be running. And it's so important, especially when you're starting up a clothing brand or any business, that you set aside a budget where you can use paid ads. And the reason why is because you're just trying to create that exposure. You're just trying to get your brand as visible as possible. And also at the same time, what I'm going to be using as well, I'm going to be contacting a lot of influencers, a lot of people within that industry to, give them, I'll give them like a sample of my upcoming drop, and for them to just wear it and promote it on their social media. And I think that's another good way to get your brand up out there as well, as quick as possible. Not as quick as possible, but as big as possible. Let me put it that way. That's only because they've already got a platform already. They may have about 60k followers, 70k followers. Some might even have like 1 million followers. And if people see them wearing your brand, then it's just going to attract a lot of people to rock with what you're creating, really. So I've learned a lot about marketing. Like, let me put it this way, right? This upcoming drop had just been, it's just like a tester for me, because I went into this clothing business with little to no knowledge about it. But that's the thing with business, you learn on the go. So I've learned a lot. So I know now what I need to do to you know make my marketing a lot more effective. So that is what essentially that's what I'm going to be doing for my next upcoming drop. But yeah, also as well, um, yeah, I just had to pause the video because I was getting too hot in my car. But also as well, one thing I've learned as well starting this caravan is patience and timing is everything. Like I've had to, I'm against time at the minute because right now, oh, I've got my label printer, that's all done. I've got my thank you cards, which is all done. I still need to get set up my business account for my DBD so that they can post um, my t-shirts. But essentially, right, I was gonna use Royal Mail, but for some reason they haven't got back to me, so I'm using DBD for now. But I might change to Royal Mail because for me personally, I think I prefer using Royal Mail, but each to their own. I don't know. To be fair, I've never used DBD, so if I like the service, I'll probably stick with them anyways. So it's timing, man. Honestly, like I didn't realize how much planning ahead you've got to do. So like now, as I said previously, I'm already planning for my second drop. Mason Aurelius Auto 2 drop, which is going to be happening after my first drop, which will be next month. But I've already got that planned out, and then I've also got next summer and the upcoming new year planned out as well. It's all about timing and planning your drops. Because for me, I didn't want to drop next month and then disappear for 6, 7 months. Because how's people gonna know my brand? You know what I'm trying to say? So it's so important that when you drop, you keep on dropping. You have to move aggressive in this clothing brand because at the end of the day, it's very, very competitive. Everyone's doing everyone pretty much everyone has like a clothing brand business anyways. So you've just got to make sure that you're constantly dropping frequently so that people don't forget who you are. Because that's the main thing. It's about visibility, creating a community, and people not forgetting who you are. You understand where I'm coming from? So for me, once I drop my first product collection, Maison Aurelius Auto 1, the next one's going to be dropping very, very soon. Like I've already sketched out what I want. I've already even spoken to manufacturers about sorting out a sample already, which my sample should be coming within the next couple of weeks. That's going to be discussed in more detail in the next episode. But I've learned that planning and timing is essential with this clothing business. So yeah, that's just a brief roundup of what's happening so far, of what I've learned in terms of marketing strategies and what I want to implement, and also about timing and being patient with it. Clothing brand businesses tend to take a bit of time because you tend to not see profit within it like the first 2 to 3 years. But if you remain consistent with it, then that's when you're gonna reap your rewards. So yeah, watch out for the next episode. In the next episode I'm gonna be talking more about um my second drop because that is when that will be released after my first drop, and then I'll just be talking to you more about the processes of what I'm dealing with my manufacturers, with my customers, with my website, with my email marketing page. So a lot more is going to be talked about within in the next few episodes, but this is just more of like what I had to deal with, the struggles I had to deal with at the minute in terms of like my marketing and my upcoming drop, which is next month. But yeah, if you haven't already, follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok because there's going to be more content coming soon. Stay tuned.